Hello. There are a number of skills and techniques involved in music production, and those skills and techniques vary depending on the particular situation, be it in the studio, recording a live performance, or electronic composition. One of the most challenging aspects of music production is learning how to manage large-scale recording projects, for example recording an 80-piece orchestra, particularly as many as the skills involved rely on experience rather than raw knowledge. In this short film, we'll document the process involved in recording an orchestra, from project management to the more technical aspects of the recording setup and post-production. In the film, we'll discuss the project planning aspects with respect to organising the session, booking the recording location, and understanding the artist's requirements and expectations. We also use this session as an opportunity to evaluate a number of stereo recording techniques to see how they perform in recording the orchestra. Finally, there will be the performance of Stravinsky's Rite of Spring by the Cambridge Graduate Orchestra, provided with 3 separate audio mixes for comparison. With any recording project, pre-production is an essential aspect to ensure that the session runs smoothly and according to plan. There may only be a few hours available to set up, perform the recording and dismantle any equipment. This is particularly the case with an orchestra recording, as there may only be one live performance run, so there will be no opportunity to fix any issues afterwards. Initially, it's worth meeting the artist well in advance to understand their requirements and expectations. So for this project, we met the orchestra conductor to discuss the location for the recording, a date, as well as the layout of the instruments in the orchestra. It's particularly important to understand the piece of music to be recorded as well. For instance, there may be certain requirements that you need to understand. It may be quite a long piece which requires a certain amount of memory for recording. There may be large dynamic range, which means that you need a high resolution of audio recording quality. And furthermore, there may be some solo instruments or points of interest that you need to focus on during the recording. The orchestra layout for this piece involves up to 84 musicians. There's a string section across the front. This is made up of 20 violins, 8 violas, 10 cello and 4 double bass. The woodwind section is in the centre. There are 5 flutes, 5 oboes, 5 clarinets and 5 bassoons. 8 French horns are to the left of the woodwind. There are 5 trumpets to the right of the woodwind and 3 trombones and 2 tubas behind the trumpets. Finally, the percussion section, made up of timpani, bass drums and other percussion instruments, is to the rear of the orchestra.